As we continue, let's talk to Melissa King. The company is Compass. Melissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. Great to be here.
Well, it's awesome to see you here today, Melissa. And let's tell people, first of all, Compass. We hear about Compass, a big company all over the United States. Let's tell people a little bit about the Compass office that you work in.
Okay, I work at the Hughes Landing, the Woodlands Compass office. I'd actually just started there in June, and I love it there.
It's pretty there, too, as well, that whole area.
Oh, it's beautiful. So our office is like right in Hughes Landing, which is a great area, right on Lake Woodlands. It's beautiful. I try to go into the office as much as I can, a few times a week, for sure.
Isn't it interesting? Some people try not to go into the office, but when you have an office that, A, is exciting to be in, working with the right people, and if it happens to have a certain ambiance or view, that makes it all the better.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can't imagine working remotely just because I'm such a people person. Like, in addition to obviously my clients with real estate, I think it's super important to also engage with your network of realtors. So it's good to share ideas and to get to know each other and help each other out, because my realtor network is just as important to me as my client network.
Indeed, all things are connected, and all things that are connected, to be able to work all those things properly helps you be successful in real estate. And for those listening outside of Houston, we hear so much about the Woodlands, especially it's been in the news a lot, Melissa. So let's tell people what's going on in the Woodlands. And by the way, again, if you're listening in another state, the Woodlands is pretty much northwest, right? Northwest a little bit of the city,
yep,
off of 45, a big interstate. So, yeah, what's going on in Hughes Landing and all the excitement there up in the Woodlands?
So we are lucky that we live in Texas, first of all. So I just went to Ted Jones, he used to be the chief economist for Stewart Title. He had a big event in the Woodlands last week, and we heard all about the economies that's been going on. And we are lucky to live in Texas, and we are lucky to live in Houston, and specifically Montgomery County of the Woodlands, because the real estate market is pretty steady right now. And a lot of people are moving to the Woodlands and Montgomery County, and our business is busy. It's busy, and we expect it to be busy for sure in 2024.
And when you see people, Melissa, wanting to go to the Woodlands or going there or reaching out to you, where do you see people coming from? Any certain spots or within Houston, and they want to go, hey, I want to live in the Woodlands for a change, or are they coming from out of state? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing both. So primarily last year and the year before, I did have a lot of clients from California. Not even a question. A lot of people from California are moving here.
Are they still moving?
They are still moving. I mean, I would say a third of my clients are actually from California. Another group of people that are moving to the Woodlands are people from Houston. They want a little bit more for their money and more land. In addition to people from Houston moving there, from people from out of state, our real estate is busy.
And let's go back to the people from California for a second. Any particular spot in California, Northern California, Southern, or just all over? Are you noticing anything?
Who I've been working with mostly is people from Southern California, from like Irvine and the Los Angeles area, but also from like Sacramento and kind of mid-California. That's who my clients have been.
Very interesting. A lot of stuff. There's a lot of reasons that people should consider a move from California as I read the news and follow it. One of my favorite states in terms of scenery. It is beautiful, especially Southern California. So
it is beautiful, but I'll tell you, the people that have moved here are so glad because they are saving so much money.
Oh, a ton of money.
And it's almost fun to show them the houses because they're like, I cannot believe that we can get all of this. And the land.
Right.
So in the Woodlands, it's busy, but some people are even going a little bit out, like to Magnolia or Tomball or Conroe or Willis. And I'm under contract now with a beautiful house on an acre of land, 1 story, built in 2019 for about $800,000. It is gorgeous. And these clients were just like, this is our dream home. We can't believe that we are able to move there. And the tax rate is 1.73.
See, that's what I like in certain areas. And I've investigated it a little bit. In some of those northern areas near the Woodlands, you get that low, below the 2% tax rate.
unbelievable.
And that's a good deal.
It's a great deal.
Now, where's that tax rate?
This was in Montgomery, actually, the city of Montgomery. Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to that idea that you just described as far as having a little bit of land and a low tax rate. What are some of the other places up there that you're serving people that you see the same scenario?
Well, so the Woodlands, of course. Conroe is booming. Willis, I think, and I'm not sure, but I think I've read that Willis is one of the fastest growing cities in America. So that's north of the Woodlands, north of Conroe is Willis. There's so much new construction going there. And with everything that's been going on with the economy and the shortage of homes, what we found is that new construction and the builders are really moving out there. And so that helps everybody because people are buying this new construction homes. So that means that they're putting their houses on the market, and that's been helping with the inventory problem.
We're talking with Melissa King. Her company is Compass. As you see the excitement up there right now, it sounds like you mentioned a buyer that you were helping, but are you serving more buyers or more sellers at this time? Or is it 50-50?
I'm 50-50. So over the past couple of years, I've been really lucky. I have had a lot of listings, and so listings are fantastic. I do 50-50 pretty much. It just so happens right now I'm working with buyers, but for sure for 2024, my goal is to be helping list houses. And what I found with the listing of the houses in the inventory, going into 2024, what I would suggest for people that are thinking to list their house is if you can have it updated and if you can price it right, it will move. Right now, they're talking about the inventory, surprisingly, is almost back to pre-COVID 2019. But the houses that are sitting are either overpriced or there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So if you're planning on listing your house, if you can do those updates and if you can price it right, you're going to sell that house.
So that's just simple. Have it ready. Get some nice photographs. Have the right real estate agent too, right?
I was going to say it's not that simple. You have to have the right real estate agent.
Of course.
Yeah. No, it definitely helps to have a real estate agent that knows the community, that knows the realtor network, and can, market your property accordingly.
So give us an idea. And now I'm assuming, obviously we don't want your address, but you live in that area as well?
I live in the Woodlands.
So you're in the Woodlands. Now, one of the things about the Woodlands I hear, maybe this is also why people go to Willis and Conroe, but is there a shortage in the Woodlands?
Of homes?
Yes.
Well,
of inventory, we'll say, yeah.
Well, surprisingly, the numbers are saying that there's not really a shortage of homes. Based from 2019, we're almost there, but there's a shortage of homes that people want to buy. So, as I mentioned earlier, they're either priced unrealistically high, because the prices have gone down a little bit from 2001, 2002. Right. They're kind of normalizing a little bit. So the inventory that's there right now, either the prices are too high or there's a lot of updates that need to be made. So, so hopefully this spring we are expecting for inventory to increase. And with that property that I just mentioned in Montgomery, the city of Montgomery, there was multiple offers on that one. And there was multiple offers on another one that I just went into contract with last week too. So I have a feeling it's going to be a very, very strong spring market.
And interesting to say the least, with a little bit of emotion along the way with each and every transaction.
Not even a question.
Not even a question. Let the word go forth. Let's just say this. Let's take maybe the last 10 buyers you've helped.
Okay.
Any of them, or how many have been cash buyers, if any?
See, most of my market is cash buyers. So I tend to work in the luxury market, which has been doing better than most over the past few years. And most of my clients have been paying cash. And that has definitely helped. But for these last few transactions, they weren't cash. And we still won the multiple offer situation. What has helped a lot with my non-cash buyers is if we can get the seller to do a buy down, an interest rate buy down, 2-1 buy down. That really helps the buyers with the interest rates that are, a little bit higher.
We're talking with Melissa King. Melissa, before we close this segment, what else do you want people to know?
I guess. So I work in the Woodlands, but I also do the greater Houston area.
You want to sell your house?
I don't want to sell. I love my house.
I'm just saying.
I want to sell your house.
But see that? That was like the 2-1 turnaround right there.
Right, exactly.
I like it.
But I also so I was raised in Houston. I went to UT. My kids went to A&M. But what my clients like about working with me is that I hold my clients' hands. Either you're listing a house or you're buying a house. I'm not part of a team. I am me. You call me and I answer. And I'm the one that pressure washes the driveway. And I'm the one that always stages the house.
The extra mile.
I go the extra mile for my clients. And I have 100% positive customer satisfaction.
That sounds awesome, Melissa. Let's tell people how they can reach you. Melissa King.
Melissa King. My mobile number is 214-683-0254. I am very active on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I have a great website, melissakingrealtor.com. Check it out.
And the number again is?
214-683-0254.
And thanks for being with us, Melissa.
Thank you.